Welcome to the class, students, and the course we are studying is Animal Diversity to Biology of Chordates, and the instructor is Dr. Sneha, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, St. Joseph's College for Women, Vishakhapatnam. In the previous class, we have discussed about general characters and classification of phylum Chordata, that is part 1, where we have discussed till how phylum Chordata is further divided into groups, divisions and classes. In this class, we are going to learn about the characters of all the groups and divisions and classes what we have discussed in the previous class. And the contents include classification of chordates, division of phylum chordates, and classes of phylum chordata. The learning outcomes: able to classify chordates into their major groups, including vertebrates and invertebrates. You can compare and contrast the characteristics of different chordate classes and their evolutionary relationships. First, we'll start with Group A, Acraniata, also known as protochordates. All are marine in nature. They are primitive, lacks head or skull or cranium. That's why they are known as Acraniata group. That is what the animals which are lacking cranium. This Acraniata group is further divided into two subphylums, that is subphylum Urochordata and subphylum Cephalochordata. Subphylum 1 Urochordata, also known as Tunicata. We will see the characteristics of this subphylum. Notochord is present in larval stages only, and that too the notochord is confined to only the tail region. Second one, adults are sac-like structures. Mostly the adults are sessile in nature and they have encased in a protective outer covering which is known as tunic. That is the reason why Urochordates are also known as tunicata. This subphylum Urochordata is further divided into three classes, that is class 1 Acidiaceae, class 2 Thalliaceae and class 3 Larvaceae. Class 1 Acidiaceae, and the characters are almost all adults of this class are completely sessile. Scattered muscles are present throughout the tunic, that means underneath the tunic. They are solitary or colonial or compound in nature. Gill clefts are numerous in number. And the examples for this class is Herdmania. Class 2 Thalliaceae, and they are free swimming animals. Circular muscles are present in the tunic. And the example for this class is Salpa. Class 3 Larvaceae, and these are tiny and transparent animals and free floating in nature. The example for this class is Oikopleura. Now coming to the second subphylum, Cephalochordata, and the notochord and nerve cord are present throughout the life along the entire length of the body. This Cephalochordata subphylum is further divided into only one single class, that is Leptocardi. And the characteristics of this class is the body exactly resembles like shape and structure in fish. It exactly resembles like fish, and the body is segmented with distinct myotomes are present and numerous gill slits are also present. This class Leptocardi have further only one family, two genera and 30 species only. The example of this class is Amphioxus. Group B, Craniata, or commonly known as Euchordata. The characteristics are they might be aquatic or terrestrial in nature, and head is very distinct and clear-cutly demarcated. In adults, The notochord is going to be replaced by the vertebral column and jaws are present. And as well as the characteristic of this group is brain protected by skull or cranium. That is why this group is named itself as a craniata, because they're going to have this cranium or skull. This group is further divided into divisions. Division 1 is Agnatha, and the characteristics are as follows. They are jawless primitive fishes, that means jaws are completely absent. That is the reason why this division is named itself as a Agnatha. They don't have jaws and they have paired limbs. These are the basic characters, and this division Agnatha is further divided into two classes, that is ostracodermy and cyclostomata. Class 1 ostracodermy. Almost all this class includes several extinct orders. They are very primitive, but they are heavily armed. These are the first formed vertebrates on the earth. And the example for this class is Cephalaspis. Class 2 cyclostomata, and the characteristics are they actually resembles like eel. They don't have any scales, and even they too don't have jaws, and lateral fins are completely absent, and mouth is round and suctorial. The examples for this class is Petromyzon and Mixin. Now coming to division 2, Gnathostomata. The characteristics includes true jaws. So that's why this division is named itself as Gnathostomata. Gnatho means true and stoma means jaws. They have paired limbs, and this division is further divided into two superclasses. First superclass is Pisces and second superclass is Tetrapoda. Superclass 1 Pisces. The characteristics includes they have scaly skin, gills are present, paired fins are there. And this superclass Pisces is further divided into three classes, that is Placodermy, Chondrichthyes and Osteichthyes. Placodermy, and the characters are several extinct orders are again present in this Placodermy class, and they are very primitive type of fishes. And these are earliest formed jawed fishes for the first time. They have bony heads. And the example for this class is Climatius. Class 2 Chondrichthyes, because of they're going to have the endoskeleton is made by cartilage. That is why the name comes as Chondrichthyes. They have placoid type of scales. Gill slits are not covered with operculum, and pelvic claspers are present in males with actually help in the fertilization process. And the example of this class is Scoliodon. Now, class 3 Osteichthyes, that means the fishes, what they're going to have the endoskeleton, which is made by bones. They are commonly known as Osteichthyes fishes. And the type of scales they're going to have is cycloid or ctenoid type of scales. And in this class, the fishes gill slits are covered with operculum and males are without claspers. And the examples for this class is labio, commonly known as rohu, hippocampus, which is commonly known as seahorse. Now coming to superclass 2 tetrapoda, which are also commonly mostly known as land vertebrates. There are two pairs of clear-cut pentadactyl limbs are present, and externally their skin is cornified and generally, and the adults are going to have lungs. So these are the major characteristics, and this superclass is further divided into four classes, that is class 1 amphibia, next comes reptilia, aves and class mammalia. The class amphibia includes the animals or basic characteristics. If you're going to see the animals which can live both in water and on land. are known as or comes under this class amphibia. That is what amphi means, both. That's what it designates. And second is reptilia. So these are the first formed fully land vertebrates on earth. And third is apes, where they're going to exhibit aerial mode of movement. That means they're going to fly. And fourth one is class mammalia. And so in this category, the females, they're going to have mammary glands. So that's why the class is itself named as mammalia. And this class is considered as one of the most complex class, and the animals belong to this class are much more complex than any other classes or phylums what we have discussed in the till previous. Now, the summary what we have discussed in this topic is the classification of chordates further elaborates on their diversity, dividing them into major groups such as protochordates and vertebrates. Vertebrates, which include mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fishes, are characterized by a very well developed internal skeleton. On the other hand, protochordates like tunicates and lancelets display very simpler type of body structure. By examining the general body plan, organ systems, and specific adaptations of these groups, you can gain a comprehensive understanding of the evolutionary relationships and functional diversity within the chordate phylum. Now the references are cited is the modern textbook of zoology, which is written by Kotpal, that is vertebrates book. Thank you, students, for listening the class.